Hey, there I am. There I am. Go to channel, checking the screen. Okay. Alright. Alrighty.
Someplace safe.
Oh, come on. Fucking ads. I just want to know if it's working correctly.
Alrighty. Someplace safe.
Oh, come on. Fucking ads. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and start playing. I talked to myself because I archived this for on YouTube. So you get to hear my wonderful commentary even if nobody's watching me. It's great. Hopefully there's no echoes or anything like that. I think we're all... Should be good.
An Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
So I'm kind of a fan of the series, and I do play the Witcher games. I've played all of them, this being the third one. It's actually really cool. This one I think is a marked improvement, even over The Witcher 2, which was a really great game. It was really kind of a neat game. I think this one's actually a little bit better, honestly. It's like, you know, they streamlined it enough where it feels just accessible. It's more enjoyable than The Witcher 2. Not that, you know, The Witcher 2 is bad or anything. It was a great game. It's just a little overly, needlessly complex in places, I guess. I like for instance, I think a good thing that they did with this game is that Geralt will automatically take out whatever kind of sword he needs, rather than you have to manually kind of decide whether or not you're going to use a silver sword or a steel sword. Which may seem like a small thing, but I think it just makes the game smoother, in my opinion. My humblest of opinions. There I am, bearded. Got that sweet beard action going on. It's actually really kind of a pain in the ass to find barbers in this game. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to move my camera because my face is right in the fucking way of the minimap. Alright, sorry, amateur streamer here. Broadcast settings. Advanced settings. Okay. Should be good. That's better. Much better. Resume. Witcher.
Eternal fire protects us. Gives monsters the shits.
So I'm probably about, I don't know, maybe 20 to 15 hours into the game so far. I want to say. Somewhere in that ballpark. I don't really know. Because it doesn't, track your, doesn't track your fucking, time played. It shows you what time you save at, which... So I've put a lot of hours into this, though, and I just got it the other day, too, so... I just started playing it, rather. it's really, I've been totally immersed into the game, and those would be my initial opinions. And like I said, I just think they've really done a good job streamlining some stuff from the other game, and it's a little less awkwardly crude. It's definitely more nuanced and adult.
With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Yeah. Do I pay? Or just tell them to get out of here? See, it's questions like this is what I love about this game more so than anything in terms of just narrative stuff, is that it is not very clear what is the right, like the paragon, right? If this was a BioWare game, they'd be in fucking blue and red telling me which one's like the nice option, which one's the bad option. This game doesn't do that, so you don't know kind of what the ripple effect's going to be. And it's actually exciting because as you play, like little minor characters that you maybe helped or didn't help earlier, or had you treated them poorly or treated them well, like come back into play like later on. It's really cool. It's really neat, like kind of persistent character world. It's really cool. I'll pay what she owes. Vespula's got new protection. Yeah.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
No. Let's do this. It's a pretty simple combat system too. I mean, well, there's some nuance to it. It's like basically like a 4-button combat system. So you have like light attack, strong attack, which you're going to use your light attack most of the time. At least I do, anyways. Oh. Then you have kind of a parry and a dodge, but the parry and block are kind of the same thing, and your parry is based on, and you get to do awesome shit like that. But your parries are based on basically just hitting your block button at the right time.
All of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
See?
Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just gotta soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
Woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Good point.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claims she was his niece from Kovir. Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
It's Vespula. So the mission right now is that we are looking for information where to find the Dandelion fellow,
No. I mean,
and so we can
tell him
find
he's a
Ciri,
two-faced snake, but
Geralt's
it would be nice
surrogate
to drop
daughter.
by.
I'm assuming I gotta be at least 25 hours in, 20 hours in. I did a lot of side quests and stuff in the early areas, and I wasn't even 100% ready because this is the first time. This is like maybe the second or third mission I've done here in Novigrad. Because the second area that you go into, like, you're kind of is pretty fucking huge, and I have not even covered half of that other area, and I spent at least 10 hours in there, just adventuring, questing. I'm like, this game, I have a little ADD, or not ADD rather, but like a little OCD. Because I really like doing all the side quests and stuff. I kind of have like when it comes to games like this. But these quests sometimes open themselves up into like these big, epic, kind of sprawling mini sub-stories. And which is cool. It's awesome. But when it's like 2 in the morning and you're like, alright, I'm just going to finish this quest. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get stuff. I have stuff to do in the morning. And like, and then it just keeps going and you're just like, oh, and he's like, well, now you help somebody else. Like, now that you've helped me with that, how would you like to also do this for me? And I have to play like the Christ figure. I guess it's harder to do it in this game because a lot of the everything's kind of in the gray area, morally speaking. But I'm always like, yeah, all right, I'll help you. So, yeah, some things that I think are going to be like little throwaway quests end up taking me kind of a while.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Ooh la la.
Better.
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
And then... yeah. I want to know. We all want to know.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Sorry. Oop. Nope. Okay. Why do you dress that way?
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick bird. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
What? Inappropriate. It's like this mission I'm on right now, this quest line was started from like 5 quest lines ago. I think it was called like the Pyres of Novigrad or something. It was the first one. And you kind of reacquaint yourself with Trish, who was a character from The Witcher 2. And yeah, it's taking me all the way to here.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Calc.
So I'm very serious.
If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table,
I'm super serious, Greg.
I might
It's The
have
Witcher.
suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick bird. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Well, inappropriate. Yeah.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried
This is a pretty
many
good
times
game.
talking into
You
a
should check it
decent
out.
tablet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a
It's
button fixed
it's
or
totally
a
worth getting.
When did you last see
Pretty steep on the PC though, pretty like requirement
He
wise.
brought in one of
I
those
cannot play it on the
insisted
PC. I was
he
really
sold
bummed.
an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had a distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Sure,
I
why
know
not?
this is none of my
For the sake of
business.
completion.
Why do I dress up?
Done.
As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Alright. Molly. Whoa. Good deal.
They're like all others.
Actually, come to think of it, I don't know how you pronounce your handle there. We'll say Kali Mako. If you want, I could hook you up with a PC copy of it. If your computer can run it. It's kind of steep though. Like, I was surprised I finally got to this point now where like now my PC can't really run like these kind of next gen games. Kind of sucked, so I had to trade in some games to get this from GameStop. But I have it on GOG, so I could give you access to my account if that is something you'd be interested in. How am I supposed to get this? There's nobody here, man. How am I supposed to get this new quest if there's nobody there? Oh, game's glitching out. That's been actually fairly bug free. Like every once in a while, there's been some heavy glitches and whatnot. Isn't too bad though. This is such a huge fucking game though. Come on. Let me locked. There we go. Very big game. Even just like the city itself is huge, and it's just like a small part of this area. It's a Velen.
This Baronet's La Valettes villa.
Shouldn't interest you. Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep. Surely this is no chance encounter.
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well,
sure.
I'll be
I don't know if I
there.
can trust these people. So that's the thing. Like, you know, they've kind of marketed this game. They've been downplaying that this is the third game, but there are definitely things that are specific to like that is definitely a guy from Witcher 2. Like, I don't remember really what the context is, like if he's kind of good or bad or what the relationship was, but that is definitely he's for sure a character from that game. So if you're supposed to make your judgment based on like that foreknowledge, then I don't know. Because it's hard. It's been a long time since I played The Witcher 2, and it is that itself is a huge, fairly long game. I mean, I don't think you'd be totally lost or anything like that if you've never, even if you were kind of unfamiliar. I suppose you'd go read a wiki or something like that if you just kind of wanted to acquaint yourself with the universe. But yeah, I mean, that's not completely necessary either. It's
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
Of course I like horses.
So. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Richard. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, my lady. But I don't really have a choice. Oh, wait. Know anything about the Chestnut or the Bay?
The Chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control.
Oh.
And the Bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Yeah. Okay.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Well, damn it. You know, I really hate doing shit like that in these games, like mini games. It's not that bad because I've had to race before, but I kind of like hate when they kind of like force me to do it. So what do? Do I talk to Molly or should I race this booger? Alright, I'll race him.
Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses.
Hold on, let me get some of this sweet ass Sangrita Blast here. So Taco Bell. For a limited time only. This is Taco Bell Mountain Dew. It's high, that's classy shit for high level Witcher 3 play. Gotta get my game fuel. I don't know. I'm racing, dude. Chestnut's my choice. Thunderbolt, yeah.
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
See, I picked one named Thunderbolt because corporate whore. I wish. I should. They should pay me for that. Hold on. Let me plug it one more time. Boom. That's for a limited time only there, sir. Oh. No.
Faster.
Faster, you son of a bitch. Go! You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Yes. Oh yeah. Man, horse stamina's dropping fast. Horse stamina's dropping fast. So all we can do is hope. Oh, those are checkpoints. Alright, come on. Come on. Oh man, you gotta stop. No. No. No! See, look, this is high level Witcher racing. There we go. This is like the longest path ever. Whoa. Whoa, why'd you just stop, horse? Oh, this horse is difficult. Did I win by a nose? I feel like we're gonna have to go. That's
a beautiful victory.
Thanks.
Man, that was close. We almost had to go to. That was like a photo finish. Pretty cool.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid?
Oh, yes.
Can't get enough of that.
The portly young woman.
That's really sugary. I don't normally drink soda anymore, but when I saw at the local southern Walmart, it's like $2.50 for a 12-pack of this, and it's limited time only. So of course I got the Sangrita Blast, which I never had, and the Baja Blast. We blasted all over the goddamn place. Do 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 do. Okay, is there somebody here? Who's that? I don't know who the hell I'm supposed to talk to. Ugh.
Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, it's me. Oh, am I already done? Am I just done with this part of the quest? Okay. Really? Talk to Molly. Okay. There she is. Were you impressed?
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again.
Sure.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request.
Oh, of course you do. Everybody does. Could you go pick me some flowers and bring it to a witch?
So like to see him.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
I'm very surprised with this quest line. It has resisted the urge to incessantly diverge into other quest lines before allowing you to come back to the one you're on, which is fine, but it does sometimes. You're just like, oh, I was really hoping to wrap this thing up. Then you have like 2 more hours to go.
Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Not a game you can really jump in and out of. No really quick play sessions really. Everything's, even the side missions are on the longer side. There. Shall we return together?
Gladly.
Yeah.
It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
That's right.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
We're very civilized. Very civilized Witcher. Load actually, with respect to how big the areas are, the load times are not that bad. I expected them to. You would expect them to be a little worse, I guess, but it's better than, say, Bloodborne was, and Bloodborne's not as like expansive as this game is, but no, wait, maybe this is a little worse than Bloodborne. Not by much, though.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
That's it? Well, I did get his fucking saddle, I guess. Alright. Bunch of junk I could sell. Okay, so these last two are pretty close by. Good. I'm surprised actually. This has been like the objectives have been pretty close. It's been most of the time it's like you spend most of your time just traveling from place to place because it's a big world, and while there are kind of fast travel points, you have to kind of uncover them before you can use them. So, and oftentimes they're not super close to where you need to be. Oop. Here we go. What you coming through? What you coming through? Come on now. Whoa. Well, I mean, like I got business to attend to. I'm trying to save somebody's life. I don't have time for these snooty Novigrad people just meandering. And also, yeah, I guess that's true. This is a hateful, misogynistic game that allows you to take Gerald and just push ladies whenever you damn well please. It's crazy. Very problematic. I'll wait. I'm a nice guy. See, like I tend to always play the nice dude, except when you're that lady in my way. And then I'd probably just kind of shove you a little bit. It's like a friendly nudge, though. I mean, it's not like overly aggressive or anything.
Don't die from wreck, stupid. Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar. That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Wonder if the rat patch will get well.
Okay, so
How do you know?
super patient me.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
That's Sangria Blast. You should really, it's limited time only, you should really go out and buy it now.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about.
You really should. It's actually not that good. Pro tip. Out of all the Taco Bell limited edition Mountain Dews, Sangria Blast is probably the lesser of the two. The other being the Baja Blast, obviously.
Did you see any of my work?
You're not a Luddite, I'm sure you know that.
It's true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snaky whip rose skyward. Jee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lava bathed its chinny chin.
What?
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Learn so much, but learn nothing at all. But we are getting experience points, so that's nice. Fuck it, Skies. It's a really good looking game, even after this whole supposed graphics downgrade controversy because of a game footage that they showed from a couple years ago, and the game not looking as beautiful or as nice. Obviously, it looks a little bit better on the PC than it does here, but this is pretty comparable to what's like retail for the PC. Although there's already mods out that are boost it past what's retail, it's crazy. But you need a badass. I mean, we're gonna say this guy's probably prejudiced. He's not gonna believe I'm a cook. Because I'm a witcher. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Let's try this.
Rosa var Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits.
I guess that was the correct ruse. Follow guard.
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one.
It's my Witcher sense.
Hurt the little miss. Learn the ambassador's ire.
Grab wooden practice sword. Keep following the guard. Action! Adventure! Witchering! Witcher!
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time.
Oh
What
my.
to start with? I must know your work.
I'm just saying, you know, I hate to have to bring this up, but that lady's braiding is not great. She's got some loose strands hanging out there. Let's get some. Okay, here we go. Ooh, witchering. Oh, you smack me in the face with a wooden sword.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Guards let me in.
Up to muster. Let me right in. Just had to tell them I was here to teach you swordplay.
I told Father they're a band of imbeciles. You're not the instructor, then who exactly are you? Have you come to rob? Kill? Speak!
Neither. So what do you say we stay calm? Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I feel like I just want to set her on fire. But I can't. I can't.
If you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Oh, I see. What? It's pretty risque.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
You old dog.
You two lovebirds whispering about.
None of your business.
You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Oh.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen,
No, he's pretty mediocre.
I just wanna know
I've read some of his stuff.
Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Bet
Yeah, sure.
sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trebarets. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it.
I have to do it though.
Time and place.
That's so
How's
stupid.
here, tomorrow, same time as today.
See you then.
See you.
See you.
Mr.
You old dog. The old dog, Geralt. No, I was really, because I was thinking about this, like, however, like, silly, like, the sexual stuff is in this game, it is less silly than, like, the other Witcher games. It is a little bit, it's more, like, adult in the mature sense than adult in the immature sense. But then, that kind of right there, that kind of takes the sails out of that thought a little bit. I mean, I guess, I don't know, I'm not a prude, so, I mean... He's a free Witcher out in the world. You know, some lady wants to spend some time, you know, learning some, you know, playing swords or whatever. It's his business. It's a cool game, though. I'm enjoying this in terms of, like, open world games way more than I was enjoying, like, Dragon Age Inquisition. That game gets really tedious and boring. This one, it might too. I mean, I put like 60 hours into Inquisition before I kind of had my fill. I'll probably end up going back to it. I do need to finish. I got like another like third of the story to finish, but I've played this a lot since I got it over the past few days, and I haven't really gotten tired of it yet. There's just something kind of unique about it, and I think that actually it probably has a lot to do with the fact that it's a Polish developer, CD Projekt Red. It's like very specific. It feels like there's just these little touches and this little sense of like mystery kind of permeates throughout the whole thing. Oh, push that guy. So you get for him being in my way, rude ass. That's kind of just nice and refreshing. Just like something like quirky about it that just I don't know. My tastes just kind of respond to it positively. Way more so than Dragon Age Inquisition, which is a game I really liked for like 12 hours. And then I was like, once I kind of got into the systems and like kind of seeing how half in, half out that game is in terms of like, it's kind of like confused, almost even mechanically a little bit confused. This game is very on point with itself. It knows what it wants to be. It has like a sense of like confidence, and it's not trying to kind of cater to everybody. While this is a way more mainstreamed version of like of the other two Witcher games, I would say it still kind of holds true to itself. I don't feel the pandering.
You met Miss Poppy? She ought to stop talking any day now.
Do I let him live in his fantasy? Do I call him out, or do I just tell him, let's do this thing? Let's see where you get her.
Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot. You do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer.
Harry Potter, probably.
Fire joined forces, staked out his place.
It's Harry Potter's owl.
Put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? It weren't possible. Ahmed dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Sure, this guy seems pretty trustworthy.
Seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberits, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervor.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Alright. We're in after sundown. Ooh, come here. Try to read this notice.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Lettenhove,
Master of 7 Liberal Arts.
Master of the 7 Liberal Arts.
Okay. You can actually whistle and call your horse at any time. I kind of like going on foot. A lot of places because I'll do a lot of like, especially when I'm out in the world, like not in the cities and stuff. Do a lot of like herb harvesting and whatnot for potions and stuff. So I actually hoof it a lot. Because there's actually it's a really pretty game. A lot of like great attention to detail. And it's kind of a pleasure just to roam the countryside.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse nests. Should start soon.
Johnny. Forrest Gump's just sitting in the back. Hey, Johnny. Uh-oh. I think my dogs need to go outside. They're staring at me. Alright, after this beautiful cutscene, I will go let you out. I'll let you out in a second, man. It's pretty intensely staring at me. Come on.
The wolf I will follow into the storm to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever growing.
Good kind of bad breath, dude.
Into stone amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent berries tart.
Rhodey, come on, man. Give that business a rest. So appreciate you're ruining this woman's performance. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be for shame. For shame.
one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began. Did it forge a love you might never have found?
This is like, this is pretty extended. I mean, do I have to hit a button? I don't want to skip it, because I don't know what's going to happen. Oh shit. Whoa, people. You see that? So beautiful. Oi. She's so good. Gerald's all like, I'm gonna sign her to my label. Oh, you didn't know Gerald had a label? Of course he has a label. This is actually the humble beginnings of hip-hop. It's really what the story is at the end. Sorry to spoil that for you. Look at those crazy clothes. MC Hammer, anybody? Yeah. Let's get serious here. This is about history. It's about a man. Look at that look at his fashion sense. So Gerald's fucking crazy.
I know him.
Yeah, I saved you. Oh no way!
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murder? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's ass.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come.
Oh.
I wish to listen to music.
My sister.
That's it.
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce... this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this...
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Ooh. Yeah, well, because they're loose-lipped. Bards are loose-lipped. Especially when you're trying to build up your hip-hop empire. You might not want to... You might give away some of your secrets.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later.
Not here. Come with me.
Action. This is actually
for all this sneaking around.
An excellent one. When
a nice little break. It's been pretty action-packed, actually, up until I got to Novigrad here. So this is kind of cool that it feels like a little bit more adventure gamey in a way, in terms of just finding clues and interrogating and talking to people. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go let my dogs outside. They need to go to the bathroom. I shall return. Give me about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Alright, come on, guys. Alright, I have returned. Of course, I picked up a Baja Blast from the fridge for limited time only, in stores now. In stores right now. I'm probably going to have to get up again in a second though, because my dogs seem like they're kind of being dicks. And barking at my neighbors. And I don't like that. I don't like it! Alright. Breaking into a vault.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. I've got to pay for his way to pass a flora once. Need to wait the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? You have debts he needed to pay off?
He claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Okay, my dogs are freaking out. I gotta go get them. We have a rabbit that hangs outside of the back of our house and like taunts my dogs because they're on leads. And he just stands there. There! Goddamn. Not sure if that was the dogs or... Real life is invading my stream right now. It's crazy. Alright. Okay. Hitting buttons. Okay. Let's do this. Finish this quest.
Heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'll be in deep then.
Damn it. Hope Dandelion gets out of this alive.
And in one piece. Know what they do to bards? Break their fingers, tear out their tongues. Or both.
Relax. I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Okay, pay Captain go to the bathhouse to seek a review. Alright. Bathhouse. Exciting. Now we're getting to some of that mature adult Witcher content. 800 experience points. I'll take it. Excuse me. Excuse me, Witcher business. Witcher business. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Witcher business. Official Witcher business. I'm going to assume I have to go back upstairs. Let's see here. Let's check out the world map, shall we? The city map, rather. Well. Oh boy, here we go. Hey! No. Stop bark, what are you guys barking at? Yes, bark at stuff. Hey.
Anybody there? Open up.
No.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Wash himself, man. The bathhouse. Somebody's gonna wipe down the loads.
I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Sigiruvan cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy.
So you got some nice buns there, Gerald. He likes your fashion sense.
The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
The clothing shit drives me kind of crazy though, a little bit. A little bit. Not that it's that big of a deal, but you know, because a lot of the armor's piecemeal, so you're kind of just using what's the best armor you have, but none of it, very rarely ever matches unless you get armor sets, which I guess incentivizes you to go find schematics and whatnot, I guess, so you could look at it that way, but...
Yes?
Oh, do I gotta get changed? Gotta get my skivvies? Woo!
Splendid. Sigiruvan awaits in the next room.
You got that sexy Christ on the cross look going there, Gerald. Thin waist, scars on the back, beard, long hair. Yeah, excuse me, what's your business? Okay. And then...
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here?
Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out the swiping loop. Who the fuck are you?
I'm a record producer. Should I be presumptuous? Honest? Direct? Snarky? Presumptuous.
Let your host introduce me.
He's a Witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Plowing fortunes?
Well, I have no choice but to have the sexiest fight ever. This is Eastern Promises level sexy. Man, we're gonna see some digital ball.
Just a few.
Some digital wangs. You know what game had digital wangs? The Order. 1886. That game had digital wang.
First ever party with my prick hanging out.
Gotta get it done. Oh! Oh! Oh man, even some of our enemies, these guys just took off his pants. He's like, I'm in a bathhouse, I'm just gonna start taking stuff off. Woo woo woo! Juggalo! Pretty fucking Victorian era looking juggalos. That is not the kind of hip hop. Get Junior. Not the kind of hip hop that Geralt would be a producer for. He would not be into Insane Clown Posse.
My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, Jerry,
That was a very provocative sentence.
Wanna find Whoreson? Find me first.
You could really take that out of context. Just more wonderful examples of the adult maturity you'll find here on the Natural Gamer stream. So where will I find Junior? I hope I find Junior before Cleaver does.
Any
Yeah.
clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private.
I really like, because, you know, I just have to make a few decisions and stuff, and I just really like how the game is not dictating
Right mess that was.
what's good and what's bad and what the outcome is. It doesn't even alert me that I've proactively made a decision. But it actually is there, and it will have consequences. Like when I was watching what's her face perform on the harp or whatever, and that lady stands up and says, "Oh, you killed those people in Whitechapel or Whitehaven, whatever." She was a barmaid in a place where I got attacked and I had to kill a bunch of people. Well, I chose to, I guess.
Sorry to hear that.
So it's kind of cool. The persistent world is actually feels real.
Could mean a miraculous recovery.
Persistent nature of it, I guess.
Listen, Reuben. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Ooh.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam, and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways. Agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
So it tastes like a melted cherry cough drop without like the menthol, I guess. That's not very good. Or the, you know, the strawberry candies? They're in like the wrappers, they're in like little, like, looks like it makes it look like a strawberry. It tastes like a melted one of those. That's the ticket. That's what it tastes like. Oh yeah, that's right, we're playing a game.
Ask around. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger Bet lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house. Though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the pits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Whoreson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
See if I can't find Whoreson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Paulson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
From master spy to master criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination.
But I bought it, so I guess I'm kind of stuck with it.
Some ideal.
So I'm going to drink it all.
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever.
Oh my.
No, I'm not in contact with him.
Actually, I might have to end this stream pretty soon.
Never quite forgave
Families.
Conspiring with Philippa Eilhart.
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress.
I get old. It's like, don't you know that I'm
Philippa Eilhart
streaming?
Had any news?
Just good.
You know.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Of course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
Everybody's a critic.
When I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got my own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell.
See,
Pictures worth
this is classic Witcher 3 so far, where it's you go and do one thing and then it ends up leading into like another subquest or a side quest or whatever on top of the one that you're already doing.
Figured as much.
It's like side quests inside side quest inside side quest until you're fully incepted.
Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
At some point you start thinking you asked for it. You must have. Ooh, level up again. The game's pretty generous with the level ups. It's not very grindy. I mean, I do a lot of extra shit though, so I don't know. Although I have unlocked quests that said the recommended level was like 24, so maybe I'm not as on point as I think I am. Maybe I should stop bragging. Not really bragging, but okay. Well, that's gonna be a stream for the day. Maybe I'll stream some more later on. I don't know. But if you'd like to, if you like this video, you can go to The Natural Gamers, search for that on YouTube. You can also search for that on Facebook. You can give us a like, and usually there's links and stuff like that about when we're going to be streaming. And also I usually archive these videos on my YouTube channel, or at least that's what my intention is to do, because it's a pretty easy process, honestly, from Twitch most of the time when it's working correctly. And yeah, so that's going to do it. now I'm gonna have this awkwardness of doing this on the here, and yeah.